Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are joining in from around the world. Marieke Gardner here. It is an absolute pleasure to be bringing you tonight our business mall overview, our business presentation. So hello to everyone joining on the webinar. Hello to everyone who is hopping onto the live stream in our Facebook group. That Facebook group is exploding. Make sure that you tag your guests in there, tag your business partners as well. We have had so many new people joining this organization in the last couple of months. This team is on fire. So I'm really excited to be representing the big team tonight and bringing you this presentation. I'm going to explain. Yes, Freddie P joining from Montreal is saying those earrings are pink. Yes, I just finished a 9-hour shift at the hospital and I got home looking like I'd been wearing a mask all day. And I was like, you know what? Let's bring a little pop to the presentation tonight. So I'm going to introduce myself very quickly and then jump right into the information that you came here to see tonight. As I just alluded to, my background is in medicine. I work mostly in the emergency department. Work is busy. We have 3 small kids at home, so home life is busy. And I'm going to be totally honest, when this business opportunity that I'm going to share with you tonight was offered to me about 18 months ago, my initial reaction was, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, look at how busy my life is, 1. And 2, I was already building a business from home because I saw the appeal of having additional income streams. I saw the dream of being able to be at home with my kids, making money from the internet. I got it, but I was not having as much success in that arena as I would have liked. So when my friend said, hey, you should look at another opportunity, I'm like, listen, my plate is full. But here's the thing. Listened to a very, very smart man who I had once heard say these words. He said, if your plate is full and you don't love what you see, then you have the wrong things on your plate. And that was me. That was me defined, because the reality was that even though I have a great income in what I do and I enjoy the work that I do, I miss a lot of time with my children, and that is time that you can't get back. So I was looking for time freedom, and my friend knew that. And so she said, keep an open mind, have a look at what this company is doing, because it is so different from anything else that has ever been done in this industry. And we're talking about a $200 billion industry, right? Like, we're not talking small change here. This is a massive industry. And if she said something different is happening, then I at least wanted to know what it was. So I encourage anyone, all the guests who are hopping on tonight, I encourage you to grab a pen and paper, write down anything that really grabs your attention. There's going to be a lot of information we're going to go through. And my job tonight is just to make sure that I give you enough information so that you can make the right decision for yourself. Okay, this opportunity sells itself. You're not going to be hearing hype from me tonight. You're just going to be hearing facts. And at the end of this half hour or so, you'll have enough information to be able to say, you know what? The business isn't for me, but I would love to be a customer and take advantage of the free technology that you all are giving out. Or, you know what? You might see what I saw. You might see an opportunity to really leverage your time and, ultimately find a vehicle that can help you create something different in your life if that is what you're looking for. Okay, so I am going to share my screen, and here we go. This is the company that we are talking about this evening. It is called iBoomerang. Why iBoomerang? Well, our founders, incredible people who I will introduce in just a few slides, but bottom line, very wealthy philanthropists. They understand what life is all about. They understand the value of giving. And a boomerang, right? If you throw it out skillfully, it's coming back. And so they knew if we create something that allows people to put something good out into the world, they are going to, in return, receive. And that is the whole concept of our company. Super important as we get started that we start with our disclaimer. You can read all the legal stuff on the slide. Basically, what it is saying is that we are not making income guarantees in this presentation. We are showing you what is possible. Okay. And I like to make the comparison. It's like when you sign up for a gym membership. They are not promising you the six-pack abs or the weight loss or the weight gain or whatever your particular goal is. They are promising you, here's the gym, here's the equipment, here's what you need to do if you want to get those results. You're responsible for doing it. And that's exactly what we have here. So the world is changing, right? No doubt about that. And it was changing before COVID. COVID really kind of was like a speed up in a lot of ways, even though a lot of things have also kind of slowed down over the last year. It really just pushed us even faster and further into the technological age, right? We're in the digital age. And with all these changes, here's what's happening. By 2027, 86.5 million people will work whenever and wherever they want, right? They call that laptop lifestyle. And that is something that I have to say definitely appeals to me. We are seeing this shift away from traditional jobs. We're seeing people, pick up multiple, side gigs. It's the gig economy right now, and really shifting to independent work. Why is that? The job world it's not what it used to be, right? I'm dating myself here, but anybody remember the Freedom 55 commercials or the Freedom 65 commercials? Those don't exist anymore because people do not follow the 40-40-40 plan anymore. The old world version of the job market was that you had one job, like you went to school, you got good grades, you got a good job. That was your life. You built that career and then you retired, after 40 years of doing 40-hour weeks. And you kind of were like left with 40% of what you were earning before, which was never really enough to create that dream life. And that was it. It's wrap, right? We've moved on from that. One, job security is not what it used to be. But two, people want more. And now what we're finding is that 84% of independent workers live their preferred lifestyle compared to 54% of people working in traditional jobs. So we know people are happier with that independent worker lifestyle. And so that's why we're seeing the shift. I'm going to talk about a few other things that are changing, and then I'm going to explain to you why I'm giving you this background, because I want you to really understand why our CEO decided to create this company the way that he did and how he positioned it to be what people are looking for. Okay, so we're talking business here. We're going to talk about customers very quickly. Customer expectations have changed. Am I right or am I right? You don't go shoe shopping anymore. There are about 50 million names for the different shoes and the different styles and the different colors and the different height of heels. It's like everything has changed to appeal to the individual. People want ongoing value. They want unique experiences. They want things to be personalized just for them. So customers, they raise the bar, right? And if you can't make your customers happy, someone else will, and they will leave and follow and go find that person who will. Our expectations have changed, right? It used to be enough to have that good job, that steady income. And now people want more. People want to own their time, right? And this was me. I mean, I'm thinking back a few years now when I was really looking at multiple income streams and looking at the value of having something that I could build from home. I was at that point in time working 3 jobs at the hospital, 3 different jobs, 3 different departments, all part-time, but 3 part-time jobs makes up a lot. And I was heading into, I'd just done 6 weekends straight at work. And I was on to my 7th weekend. And I was carrying my son, he's 4 years old. And he was like, going to work now, mama? And I was like, no, I'm home today. And he looked at me, he says, for the whole day? That broke my heart. Like, it just hit that you're missing the most important thing in life. I wanted time. That's what I wanted. That's what people are looking for. How can you get more time? You can get it through residual income. Residual income, if you're not familiar, it's a powerful thing, but it's basically income that you do the work once. Nobody is saying that this is not work, but you do the work once and you will continue to get paid on that initial effort. Another thing people are looking for more than ever now are ways to give back. You can give back with your time if you own it, if you have it, and you can be giving back financially to your community. You can be donating, but you can also be creating a legacy to leave behind for your children, for your children's children, right? People want that. And if you pay attention carefully to what I'm going to share tonight, what you will see is that this is a viable option for people who are looking for exactly what I just shared: time, freedom, residual income, and a way that you can give back and create a legacy for your family if you choose. Now let's look at the business world, right? Because we're talking business, we're going to be talking about what iBoomerang is all about. Old world business, traditional, right? Your brick and mortar store, open 10 to 12 hours a day. Generally, it's like one industry, one income stream. And let's face it, there's a lot of empty retail space right now. And those buildings may never get rented out again, for at least for stores, because everything has moved online. Everything. So now, we have the companies, we have the juggernauts like Amazon that have just crushed it, right? They've taken over 50% of retail sales, more than 50%, right? Because everyone's online. Everyone would rather shop from the comfort of their own home than struggle to find a parking spot in the middle of winter and spend 2 hours going to shop something when they could just click a button. Okay, so business has changed. So here's where our founders' wheels had been turning for years, right? For years, just thinking about these matchmaker platforms, the Amazon, the Uber, the Airbnb, Spotify, the list goes on and on. These multi-sided platforms that don't necessarily even own what they are selling, they're just a place to connect people. And he wanted to create something like that. And so his wheels kept turning, and he came up with this concept for iBoomerang. And he said, what if we had a platform like this, a business platform where we connected people with exactly that customized service those customers are looking for, but we delivered it in a way that it wasn't a traditional business where you have, just the corporate team, the head of the company making a ton of money, right? And this massive customer base. He said, what if we could do that, but we could bring it into the network marketing space, which would allow for profit sharing, right? Would allow for people like me who want to be home more with their kids, who want to be able to drop whatever's going on when their family needs them and just go. We can benefit from the creation of this company. And so that's what he did. And then he took it another level and he said, there are a lot of barriers to success in the home business arena. People come in because they want the time, they want to make the extra money. But the reality is that in traditional network marketing, very few people make money because most people are terrible at sales. I was one of them, so I can say that, right? Most people are not great at sales. And so he created a concept where we can have success without selling. We are up and running in 192 countries already. We've got technology that is going around the clock. When you are sleeping, when you are working, when you are playing with your children, the technology is running. We get paid when our customers save money, okay? And we have multiple income streams under this one iBoomerang umbrella, and there are more and more and more being added every quarter moving forward. So this is what we are talking about. We are talking about the shift from the old world of getting paid in traditional business where you are selling a product to today in iBoomerang, where we give something away for free of significant value. We literally get to bless people with different free services that save them money. When our product works, when our customers save money, we get paid. So I have been talking about our founder. Now you get to actually meet him. This is Mr. Holton Buggs. He is our chairman, our CEO, and he is the visionary who came up with this concept to disrupt an entire industry, right? Let's look at the timeline, because every time I see this, it's so massive. It's like, I just think there must be less than a handful of people in the whole world who have done what he has done. It's so special. And I think that you really need to grab that and understand that you're looking at someone who's coming from very humble beginnings, single parent home, grew up with a loving mom who instilled in him, you got to just work hard, right? And he did. He came into the home-based industry in 1990, late teens, and struggled for 7 years. He didn't give up, but he never made more than $500 a month for his first 7 years. And then he found mentors, right? And what happens when you plug into people who understand things on a whole other level than you do? They have different philosophies. If you plug in and you really allow yourself to learn, your philosophies change. So he goes from less than $500 a month in his first 7 years to a shift in philosophy, which allowed him to go on to make $500,000 in his next 6 months, right? That mindset switch. He developed systems, formulas for rapid success in this industry. In 2009, he spearheaded like the growth of a new company. He wasn't the CEO, but he was one of the people in the field who were sharing and growing this business. But he brought his systems, he brought his philosophies. And what did he do? He went on to break every single record in the industry. He earned 9 figures. He produced more than 50 millionaires. That's philosophy, that's environment, right? That's systems. And one of the couples, one of those multimillionaire couples, is actually the head of our team, Mr. and Mrs. Bean. And so they have been, blessed, just like all of us now, to have worked with and learned from Mr. Bugs for more than a decade, right? And getting those philosophies, getting those systems, getting that mindset. And what we have now is that they've brought all of that wealth of knowledge and they've brought it into iBoomerang. Why did Mr. Bugs decide, when he was having, all the success in the world, why did he decide to leave that, walk away from that and do something different? Because he was looking back. He was looking back at all of these people that were still struggling in this industry. And he said, you know what? We've got an incredible product. We've got a great compensation plan. I have developed the ultimate system to help people succeed, but there's a cap on how well people will ever do in an industry that's not really geared for everyone to win. And so he said, let's change the industry, right? When you think big like that, you have ideas like, let's go change a $200 billion industry. And that's exactly what he did. He founded iBoomerang. Oh my gosh, we're like 3 days away from being 2 years old. We are still a baby, right? But we have done so much in those 2 years. And he put together the most amazing corporate team. And their job, their mission is to make the future of business easier. That's their goal. And how are they doing that? Primarily, they are doing that with our technology. We are a technology company, and we have what's called a PRIB, a perpetual residual income builder. And, this is our heartbeat. This is what is driving the growth of this company and the growth, as the name implies, of our residual income. What does a PRIB do? Okay, the PRIB is where all the artificial intelligence is happening, the data analytics is happening. It's there to help us with basically all of the things that people have traditionally struggled with in network marketing, like selling, right? People, hello, like me, not great at selling. Maybe once to go out there and share something with somebody in their network and get a customer one time, but the follow-up, the selling, the upselling, the cross-selling, those are things that people fall down on that job in network marketing. The PRIB is going to help with all of those things. The PRIB is also there helping with your team. When you go out there and share the business opportunity with your network and they come on board, you will not be the one who's ultimately responsible to get them welcomed, oriented, upgraded to events. And ultimately, the goal of all of those things is to help make somebody profitable. And when someone is profitable, they stay, right? So the PRIB is going to help you help your people to stick around. And that is where the legacy income comes from, when you have those customers who are staying, when you have that team that is staying. So now let's get into my favorite slide. And you know what? There's going to be more arms coming off of this picture really, really soon. I will touch on those quickly as well. What I want you to see here when you see this picture, I want you to see a business mall, right? We've got the old school mall. I don't think I've been to a mall in about a decade, but they still exist, right? Where you have retail space, you have the person who owns that whole mall, and then you have all these stores within it. And what's the beauty of a mall, right? Is that if you were just making money from one store, that could be lucrative. But would you rather own the one store, maybe the t-shirt shop or the shoe store? Or would you rather benefit financially from multiple stores in multiple rapidly growing industries and earn a little bit whenever someone shopped in any of those stores? That's the power of having essentially a mall at your fingertips. And we have a mall that's up in the cloud. So we are not even limited geographically in terms of how big this company is going to get, right? We started with travel, okay? We started with travel, and we started with travel because, one, it is the biggest industry in the world, right? $8 trillion industry. It's global. People love it, right? There are a lot of reasons to start with travel, and we give away access to a free travel platform that I'm going to talk about in a second that just delivers massive value to people. So it's something easy to share. But what that does is that brings people in through the front door. We call that the front door to our crib. It brings our customers into our world. And our world, like I said, is going to keep expanding. But what we have already in there is a wearable technology that is flying on off the shelf. We keep having to expand production to keep up with demand. Okay, we have our own rideshare or drive share company. We have an incredible financial service that I'm going to share with you. We have, launching in less than 4 weeks, we have our own Forex education wealth building platform that is rolling out. And this, I said travel was the biggest industry in the world. I might have to bite my tongue there and take those words back, because the Forex industry is a $6.6 trillion a day industry. Okay, so when I say we're just going to get bigger and bigger, that's what I'm talking about. So here we go. How big have we gotten? In less than 18 months, we have built up a customer base of 1 million customers. We're more than that now. Okay, there is not a billion-dollar company in the world that grew 1 million customers in 18 months. It does not exist. This is rapid growth that we have going here. And so, like I said, travel being the front door, we're going to run through what that looks like and what it is that we give away to our customers to welcome them into the crib. We have an Igo Travel Platform, and you see our tagline there, 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. We offer behind the curtain pricing, okay? Less than 1% of the population of the world accesses this sort of pricing, and the people that do are often paying 5 figures to have access, right? That's a pretty penny. So that's why it's less than 1% of the world. We give away this access for free so that our customers can save up to 35% on travel. How? It's simple, right? We access the exact same kind of backdoor pricing that Expedia, Booking, Hotels.com, that all of them access. But because we operate by word of mouth instead of paid advertising, and because we want to do good, right? We want to have that boomerang effect. We give it away for free. It costs less because we don't have that paid advertising, but we also are just forwarding savings to our customers because it's a good thing to do. Here's what it looks like. Okay, you have your Expedia pricing. It's a 4.5-star hotel in New York, $339 a night. Okay, right? It's New York. It's a nice hotel. Exact same room, same view, same everything, same hotel, $178 a night on our Igo platform. That's behind the curtain pricing. Okay. And on our ambassador platform, we will see up to 70% savings. No joke. You can see here, this is our CEO, right? He left his name on the receipt there for everyone to see, because this was when he was deciding, is this how he was going to launch his company? He had his company, he had the wheels turning for years before deciding travel would be the front door. He already knew he wanted to build something, but he had to decide on where to start. And when he connected with the Igo platform, and he realized the potential of this platform, he said, okay, this could be a good place to start. But it kind of seems unbelievable, right? Like, why have we not heard about this behind the curtain pricing? So he wanted to test it out and just make sure that this was the real deal. He was still going to have a great experience. There was still going to be sand on the beach, all that good stuff. So he booked a 5-star in Mexico, spent $1,300, right? Nice hotel, saved $1,589. Because this is the thing, right? Like, people who don't have a lot of disposable income love saving money. People who have a lot of income love saving money. The wealthy, they don't pay full price for things. It's part of their philosophy. It's part of why they are wealthy. They do things differently. They think differently around money. And so he was super happy with the savings. He even got reward credits. You can see right there, we get reward credits when we book on our platform, which means we save even more the next time we travel. But the key was that he had a phenomenal experience, and he said, this is how we are bringing iBoomerang to the world. Oops. And so now I want you to put your business hat on for a second. I've been talking just value, the stuff we bring for our customers. Now I want you to see the money side of what this looks like as an opportunity. So we have, like I said, there's 2 different platforms. We have our ambassador platform where we save up to 70%. We have the platform we give away for free to our customers, and they save up to 35%. So here you are, let's say you're going to Cancun, 5-star, you find a great resort, you find 40% savings on the platform. So you're saving $424 on this particular trip. And your colleague, or let's say your cousin Joe wants to come with you. So you give him a boomerang. Okay, you give him a free boomerang, he activates it, he goes onto the customer platform, and he goes and he books a room at the same hotel, saves 20%. So he saved $212 compared to Expedia and all the rest for free. Is he fired up? He's fired up, right? What are you going to do with that $212? Probably a lot of things you can do in Cancun with that money. So he's excited. You're excited too, because when your product works, when your customers save money, you earn your travel savings bonus. You're getting a cash bonus. 50% of whatever the customer saved is coming back to you because you simply shared something of value and helped build the customer base of the Prib. Cool, right? So next up in our business mall, we have our very own Wearable Technology. This is such a cool product. It just launched in September. Okay, we beat out Shark Tank. We beat out QVC to have the exclusive global patent on this product. And when we launched, we sold over 150,000 units of the product in the first 30 days. And it has continued to fly off the shelf. So super exciting to see the kind of technology and the kind of products that our CEO is going to put into our hands that we will be able to share and build our residual income with, right? It's always going to be cutting edge, no doubt about that. So Zens is our wearable technology, and it impacts our strongest of the 5 sense, which is our sense of smell. And we are using essential oils to essentially impact a person's mood, right? So we have these 3 moods. We have purify, energize, we have relax. They're all phenomenal. The scent lasts for 12 hours, 12 plus, I would say close to 24. That's me. But for like literally the cost of a nice Starbucks coffee, you are getting 12 hours of effect. So powerful. And we have an appetite control and a joy mood that were special edition launches that we're hoping are going to be, part of this permanent collection as well. So super excited about this product. Next up, I'm going to touch quickly on our drive share company. Okay, notice it says drive share and not ride share. Ride share, we're all familiar with ride share. We all, we have the app on our phone, and when we need it, we want to save money, right? Compared to a traditional taxi service, we pop up the app and we call for our drive. So what makes Vibe different? Vibe is going to be different from a customer perspective. Okay, more features, more comfort, very competitive pricing, additional safety features, which I absolutely love, especially for women, because we do not always feel safe, especially late at night or very early morning, getting into a car with a stranger, right? Let's be honest. And so we have awesome enhanced customer experience. On the driver side, we are giving drivers ownership, and us as well as ambassadors for iBoomerang. We have ownership here because we can build up a fleet of drivers, right? Having a conversation with somebody who maybe already drives for another rideshare company, and you say, hey, we're offering this opportunity. You can actually make more money. You can build up a fleet of riders. You can build up a fleet of drivers if you choose, right? We can refer people and get paid not once on the referral, but every single time someone uses Vibe for the rest of their life. As long as your business is up and running, you will be earning residual income, right? You give out that app once, that's it. The work is done. The residual income keeps coming in, and we are not going to just be moving people, right? Logistics, transportation, rapidly growing industry. And so we're going to be moving products, people, services, food, you name it. Okay. And so we are up and running already in Texas, in Florida. We are going to be rolling out in Atlanta, Chicago, Phoenix very soon. We will be taking this internationally. Okay. So this is going to be a huge source of residual income in our company. So super excited about Vibe, but not quite as excited. I have to admit, I'm a bit biased. Bill Genius has been so far my absolute favorite service that we have launched. We launched this back just in September and have saved our customers so much money. There's a lot more to save though, because look at that, $60 billion. Americans are overpaying on their bills to the tune of $60 billion a year. 90% of people overpaying. And so what we are offering as a service is a way to help people reduce their bills without switching anything. So literally, you've got your phone, you've got your cell phone, you're going to keep that same phone number, you're going to keep that same phone company, but we're just going to find the best possible price for you. And there is absolutely no fee to use the service up front, and you do not pay anything unless overall you are saving money. So powerful. We can help people save, individuals save, we can help businesses save on things like TV, internet, phone, power, security, merchant processing, web services, cleaning services, the list goes on and on. Since this service initially rolled out in beta testing, and then since our partnership with Bill Genius has saved customers more than $9.5 million. That's a lot of money, right? That's a lot of money. So what does a customer have to do? Super simple. Upload their bills. It takes 3 minutes or less. It might take you 5 if you have to reset a password, right? I know we have, I'm one of those people too. But 3 to 5 minutes. And then Bill Genius does all the work. Okay. All the negotiating and super prompt service. And we'll come back to you and say, hey, we were able to negotiate this. We were able to negotiate that. We know on average, and you can see the examples at the bottom there, but on average, when your customer uploads 3 or more bills, you're saving about $1,000. That's vacation money. That's hockey camp money. That could be fancy shoe money, right? You decide what you want to do with the savings, but you want to make sure that you get the savings, right? And then, like I said, you are not paying anything for the service unless you are saving money. So the fee comes out of a portion of the savings. Now we're putting our big business hat back on because I want you to understand just how powerful the residual income is going to be for people who jump on board, especially early, right? Like I said, we're only almost 2 years old. It's early for this company. We are not a household name yet. We will be in the next 3 to 5 years. We are going to grow into $1 billion plus company in the next couple of years, and then on to a $50 billion company in the next 5 to 10 years. Everyone is going to hear about this opportunity at some point. So the decision you want to make is, do I want to be the first person to let people in my network know? Because when nobody's heard of it and you're the first person, there's more people who are going to say, yeah, sure, I would love to participate. I would love to be a customer. So here we're looking at the business side, and this is the income stream from just Build Genius alone. Okay, not talking about travel or Zents or rideshare or what's coming next, just Build Genius. Let's say you go out there and you share this information, right? It doesn't mean you have to do any presenting. You could just be inviting people onto one of these calls. We do these every evening. Corporate does calls every day in different languages. You just have to point somebody to the information, and you share this with enough people, and you have 10 people who stick up their hand and say, yes, I would like to make extra income from home without even having to sell anything if I don't want to. So you've got 10 people who come on board to build a business with you. You've got 10 people who say, you know what, I'm good. I own my time. I have enough money, but I'd love to save. Everyone loves to save. So they become your customers. And then those 10 people that come on board with you, they find 10 people who want to build a business. They find 10 customers each, so on and so forth. What you're looking at over the course of a year is that you could have more than 10,000 customers connected to you. And what happens when those customers are saving an average of $100 a month? That's $5,977 a month of residual income. Residual income. That's double the average salary for a person in the US. Do you think a lot of people might be walking away from a job that they don't even love when they reach this income level? Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are people on Mr. and Mrs. Bean's team who were pushed into retirement when they partnered with this company because they had that success, right? So a lot of people will do that. Some people may not. Some people love what they do. They may simply choose to do maybe 20 hours a week, really focusing on the parts that they love most because that's what brings them satisfaction in life. The choice is yours, but it's definitely nice to have choices. Lastly, and you can see this is not a beautiful corporate slide like the rest of the presentation. This is one we snuck in because this is brand new. This is hot off the press. Elevate is our Forex education wealth building platform, and it is the first of its kind. Okay, Forex trading has been around for decades. It's not brand new. Education in this domain is, now that we are in that digital age, there are more and more opportunities to learn things online. Okay, but solid education programs from people who are proven Forex traders and proven at educating their students to have significant success, those programs are few and far between, especially in the network marketing space. There is not another network marketing company that is doing this properly with a focus on education from proven educators. Nobody. We're the only ones. So that's exciting, right? That's like a huge opportunity. And as I said at the start of the presentation, we're talking about a $6.6 trillion a day market. Okay, and if you can learn how to leverage that properly, this will be a whole other income stream within the iBoomerang umbrella of income. And this is an income stream that we can share with customers. People can come into our Elevate training. They may never want to build a business. They can simply get educated and could potentially build significant income simply being a customer and getting the education. So I thought that's super, super cool that we get to share that with people in our network. And I'll be honest, I'm fired up about this. I've never done any sort of trading before. I'm not You know, I didn't think my brain worked that way, but I'm excited. And my parents actually both want to participate as well. So if anyone has previous network marketing experience who's on the call, you know how much friends and family sometimes kind of run away when you start talking about what you're doing. Not with this one. Not with this one. You're going to help a lot of people with Elevate. So do you boomerang? Like, what is it that we do actually, right? It's so simple. I know the company seems complicated, right? Because there's so many big things happening, but you know what? That's what the corporate team is for. They do all the complicated stuff, and we just share codes. That's the main thing that we do. We go into our back office, we generate a smart code that is specific to our customer, we send it to them, they click a button, and they become our customer for life. And when they save, we earn. That's as simple as it is. And you can see at the bottom there, again, in keeping with our philosophy, giving back. The Boom Foundation was set up from day one so that every time a customer activates a code, a malnourished child is fed. Right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. And then you have the residual income piece, right? There you are sharing the codes, you are building up your customer base, you are building up your network of ambassadors if you choose. The PRIB is going to be going to work, connecting people with what it is that they are looking for, and out the other end pops your residual income. I'll give you an example of this because I was so happy to hear back from my customer, Allison. So I have a friend, I'm up in Canada, right? We don't actually have Build Genius up here yet, but I have a friend, Allison, down in the US who I mentioned, bill savings to, and she said, yeah, for sure, sign me up. What do I do? I sent her a code. She went to Build Genius. She uploaded her bills. She uploaded 2 bills. One, she just got a loyalty credit on, like $30. She was happy. 2, the second one, she saved like $735, I think, on the second one. Very happy. And so, we kind of both just assumed like that was that. And then 3 months later, on 2 days before Christmas, I get a message from her saying, oh my gosh, Bill Genius really is our best friend. Bill just went and renegotiated the bill that I got the loyalty credit on and saved me another $435 over the next couple of years. Like, I had not lifted a finger. She had not lifted a finger. That was the PRIB. And that's what the PRIB is going to keep doing for us over and over again. The customer saves, our residual income grows. So if this is sounding good, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's still other ways to earn. I'm not going to go through all of these. I think you have enough information from what I shared to see there are a whole lot of income streams here, all of which by themselves could be their own company and are going to be very, very significant income streams for the people who follow the system and do the work. We have 6 other ways that you can earn right now, and there are more coming. If you want details on this, you can get back with the person who invited you onto the call. But I go back to what I was saying, which is, if this sounds good to you, right? If you're like, yes, I would like to be a part of this company, and I recognize that I want to get in as early as possible because this is a company that's in explosive growth right now. We're in massive momentum, and you want to get in and be the first person to introduce this to your network. How do you get started? Registration, $49.95. Super, super simple. And you get a lot for $49.95. Okay, you get your back office, you get the technology, you get an interactive presentation that is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. You are limited in terms of how much you can earn. Okay, your foot is in the door, but you're flying standby. The reason that this option exists, this $49.95, is that we operate in countries where, the average monthly income, maybe $400, $500 a month. So our founder wanted it to be accessible for everyone. And so that's why we have this option of $49.95 a month. Next up, you choose a membership pack. I'm going to focus on the first class because If you're someone who has a 5, a 6, a 7-figure income goal with this company, then you want to make a 4-figure decision, because you look at that relative to how much it would cost to start a traditional franchise, right? This is a virtual franchise, if you want to think about it that way. A traditional franchise, $250,000, $500,000, and if you're lucky, within 5 to 10 years, you will have a return on your investment. What you are looking at here is a minimal 4-figure investment where you can have a return very quickly if you follow the system, right? And then you just profit from there. And so what do you get at the first class level? It's like flying first class, right? You're there behind the curtain, you're getting the good food, you're getting I was going to say you're getting the drinks. Not everybody drinks, not so much. But you know what I mean, right? You get just that best level of service. That's what you get when you choose first class with iBoomerang. You get all the access to the Igo Travel Savings platform. There are different levels of access, and first class opens up all of them. The week stays, totally incredible. The luxury homes, the marketplace, like, you don't want to miss that. If you travel a lot, first class is going to pay for itself in no time. You get the most boomerang codes. So that is the number of customer codes that you can give out. So you can build up your customer base right off the bat. You have 50 boomerangs. 100% of your travel savings bonuses. You don't want to leave money on the table. When you're signing up coach class, you're only earning 50% of the bonus compared to 100% at first class. So don't leave money on the table. That's why we recommend the bigger package. And then lastly is that when you sign up first class, you're going to get paid the most on your dual team. Okay, and we don't need to get into all the details of what dual team means, but basically this is on team growth, team volume. You're earning 20% in that first month when you sign up first class, and then 15% from there on, as compared to 10% or 12%. There's a lot of technical stuff here, but what I want you to just think about is that the work that you do, regardless of which package you choose, is the exact same. You build a network of customers, and if you choose, you share this business opportunity to help people in your network to make money. That's what we do, and you'll just get paid the most at that first class level. If you cannot start there, you start where you can. You get in where you fit in, whether that be standby, coach class, business class, and then you will work with your sponsor to learn our system and follow that system so that you can work your way up to that first class level where you will be earning as much as possible for your effort. That's the goal ultimately. So that really, I was gonna say that wraps it up. The last thing I want to touch on is we have a $99.95 monthly subscription fee. Okay, and I'm going to be totally transparent here. That kind of threw me, because I don't come from a business background. I know I come from healthcare. And so when my friends shared with me, there's a monthly subscription, I was like, really? Like, you have to pay every month to run a business? Kind of silly, right? It's the cost of doing business. If you're a business owner, you look at this cost and you laugh because it's nothing, right? When you're not a business owner, it gives you pause. And then I started thinking about all of the monthly subscriptions that I have that do not earn me anything, right? That I don't even always use the gym sometimes, right? So this is a great investment. And what you get with this monthly subscription, obviously these are tax deductions. These are tax deductible, these business expenses. But what you get is access. You get access to your savings platform. You get 10 more boomerang codes every single month to build your customer base more. And most importantly, as you build that customer base, all of your customer websites are tied to your subscription. That's how we can give the customer sites away for free, right? It's not free, but we are shouldering that cost. And think about it, when you have 1,000 customers, all of those websites are linked for $99.95 a month. We have people on our team who have more than 10,000 customers, 10,000 websites, $99.95 a month, right? It's silly when you look at that cost relative to what we're able to work with. But that's what that is all about. So now that really wraps things up. And so what I want to do, actually, I'm going to stay on this, hover on this screen, and I invite you to get right back with the person who invited you onto this call tonight, and you are going to let them know one of three things. You're going to let them know you're a 1, a 2, or a 3. A 1, it simply means that the business is not for you. You would love to be a customer, and that's amazing. We love our customers. We love giving you value, and you are going to feed a malnourished child when you activate that code. So by all means, become a customer with Travel, with Sense, with Build Genius, with Vibe. We welcome you as a customer. You might be a 2. You see something in this for you. Maybe you want to chat with a spouse. Maybe you have questions. You want to get back with the person who invited you on. Let them know that you're a 2 so that they can help get those questions answered. You might be a 3, right? And we know not everybody is a 3, like we were when we saw this opportunity, but you might be a 3. You might say, I understand first class. I will get my questions answered as I go, and we will plug you in. We will plug you into Mr. Bug's 5-step system and show you how you can get a return on your investment quickly with all the bonuses. We've got a lot of exciting promotions that the company has put out this month. Okay, so you could take full advantage of those. And the earlier in the month that you get started, the more time you have to earn all those promotions. But we will show you how to get into a win-win situation and really build this thing the way it is meant to be done. So on that, I thank you all so much for your time. I wish you good evening. Can't wait to welcome you into the family.